Now let us discuss about inductors and the inductances. For that purpose, let us assume a closed conducting path which is having a current I, and due to this current a magnetic field B is produced. This magnetic field causes a magnetic flux that can be written as B dot ds. We have studied this. And this flux pass through each turn of the coil. So following that, the flux will be like that. It will originate like this and follow the closed path and complete the path like this. Okay, so this flux links through the each coil, and if there are n number of turns in the coil, then the flux that is linking to the each coil will be equal to the, that is known as flux linkage. This will be equal to the number of turns in the coil times flux, and cause of this is the current. So we can say the flux linkage is proportional to the current, and to remove the proportionality a constant is added there that is named by L. Now flux linkage will be equal to the Li. This L is nothing but self-inductance. So from here L can be written as flux linkage divided by the cause of the flux, that is I. And here we can indicate it by equation 1 and by equation 2. We can equate these two and we can write N times psi is equal to Li. From here we can write inductance is N psi divided by I. This is in Henry, that is indicated by H. Now inductance we can derive in different configurations. Among them, the first one is solenoid. Solenoid means this is the structure. Wrap this from the wire and remove it. The structure that we have is solenoid. So that we have here if this is the solenoid which is of length L and the total number of turns are N and the current that is flowing through it is I, assuming small I. And to know if we wish to find the inductance for the solenoid, then that is possible by knowing the flux, because with the help of flux we can find the magnetic field density that can help to find the magnetic field intensity, and for this to find H is very simple. So if we wish to find L, then we should start from here. Then we can write H is equal to Ni, where N is the total number of turns per unit length. We can write like that, times I. where n is the total number, L is the length of the solenoid, then H can be written as n by L times I, and B can be written as mu naught H, that is n by L I mu naught, and the flux can be written as BA, and we can place the value of B from here, n divided by length of the solenoid I mu naught times A, and the flux linkage is equal to the n phi. From here we can write the flux linkage will be equal to the n square mu naught I A divided by L, and the inductance is nothing, flux linkage divided by I. So divide from I, here we can get inductance. So that is n square mu naught I A divided by L divided by the current. We will get n square mu naught A divided by L. This is nothing but inductance. And if the flux linking to the coil is changing, then EMF will be produced. Induction principle, DT we have studied, Lenz's law, induction principle. And from here we can say minus this thing we can put from here, minus mu naught n square A divided by L, and I can be written as DI, that is due to the change in the current only, and divided by dt. We can write like that, and this can be written as inductance. We can write from here. So we can write EMF will be minus L di over dt. This is EMF induced in an inductor by Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. Now take an example when solenoid is having the circular shape, that is named as toroid. In the case of toroid, we will try to find the inductance. The toroid inner radius is Ri, R1 we can say, the outer radius is R2, and the main radius is capital R. In this case, we will try to find the inductance, and the simple formula that we have for inductance is flux linkage by I. And similar to the simple solenoid, we will start from H magnetic field intensity to find L. So B can be written as mu naught Ni, as we have done in the previous case, whereas here N can be written as capital N divided by 2 pi mean radius R. Okay, total number of turns in the toroid divided by the mean circumference. So that can be written as the number of turns per unit length of the circular shape of the solenoid. So from here we can write B is equal to mu naught, N can be written as N divided by 2 pi R times I, and we know the flux can be written as BA. We can put B from here, mu naught Ni divided by 2 pi R times A, and area for the cross section, this is cross sectional area by the way, and the area of the cross section can be written as mu naught Ni divided by 2 pi r. This area, what will be this cross sectional area? The inner radius, outer radius minus inner radius will be the diameter of this circular shape, this circular cross section, and if we know the diameter, then we can find the area. So from there, the dia means the thickness of this is r2 minus r1, and if it is circular, then we can have pi r2 minus r1. This is dia square, and for knowing the if we know the diameter, then to find the area we can say pi d square divided by 4, and this is the cross sectional area. Put it here, it will give us mu naught Ni pi r2 minus r1 square divided by 8 pi r. Some parameters are here that will be cancelled out, so we can write this is the flux.